Here's the tale of the tape for this week's debate. Hello guys, welcome to this week's edition where we make the predictions for the big upcoming fights on May 3rd. Now let's start with Amir Khan and Luis Collazo. Amir Khan, fell a little bit short not getting that Mayweather fight.
It could possibly be the next fight.
Could be if he wins, right?
If he gets the double.
Both guys, yeah. So he's fighting Luis Collazo, who recently beat Victor Ortiz, and we know Victor Ortiz has kind of slowed down in years, but we didn't expect him to lose that fight.
Yeah, right.
So Collazo, he's hungry. He has a lot to fight for. So I see him to do a little damage, but I think he's just a little bit too slow for Amir Khan.
Slow and old. And slow. And Khan is a good technical fighter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see him losing this fight.
No, not at all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I don't like to agree with you often, but when I do, but so. I might disagree with you on this next fight, though. Broner versus Molina. Now, I know you're kind of a Broner fan, but he lost that last fight.
Broner fan.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
so how do you see this one playing out? He's fighting Carlos Molina. He's moving back down to 140. He's still got Broner's hasn't been humbled yet. He's still kind of cocky.
I think it's more of a show because that's who he is. Mm-hmm. So when you're like that for so long, you can't just stop. But I feel like he has been humbled because it's just not the same. He's not as flamboyant as he was before, and I feel like that beating, which it was, did it.
Yeah. Now, do you think Broner's gonna win this fight? Maybe he's fighting.
I'm taking Broner because I feel like at the end of the day, he's going to listen more. He's going to listen to Floyd because Floyd has said some things regarding him and how his lifestyle preparing for fights. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he's going to be more focused because he was just too cocky.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to say Broner's going to win this fight. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher than he thinks. I don't think he's going to get the knockout. I think it's going to go the distance. Mm-hmm. And Molina's going to go a little bit of a challenge.
I think he needs the knockout. I think Broner might come out looking for the knockout, which might kind of hinder him because Molina is not that. He's not a pushover.
Right. I think the weight difference might make a difference a little bit again. Moving back down to 140, kind of skipped that before. So.
Smart move because that shows he was so into himself that he just skipped the whole division.
Right.
So
speaking of other guys who are pretty into themselves, Floyd Mayweather. Let's get to Floyd. Mm-hmm. Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana. Now, this is the big one. This is the moment we've all been waiting for coming up. How do you see this one playing out?
You know how I got it. Floyd, all the way. I'm taking my guy. That's my guy.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think Maidana, now, I see him a little bit like a Toro Gotti. That fight didn't play out well, back in the day.
He also saw
but I think Maidana is kind of a lot more powerful. I think he's got to be the strongest guy in the division, in my opinion. I think he might be one. I know he's fought guys like Corrales, he's fought Gotti, he's fought the big punchers in the past. He fought Alvarez last. I think Maidana is one of the biggest punchers he's probably faced, and if he gets caught, if he gets a little bit leaves himself open at some point. Now that's rare for Mayweather, but we saw in the Mosley fight he got caught a little bit, or even the Zab Judah fight. Maybe you look for it only takes one punch.
I mean, it's still boxing. I mean, you still there's still people punching, trying to hurt you physically. Yeah. But one thing about Floyd is even if you do catch him, you don't really catch him that off guard. Yeah. Like Mosley caught him, of course, and that might have been the most off guard he'd been his whole career.
Yeah.
And it quickly changed. Yeah. He just let me get it back
together. That's where Floyd
boxing.
That's where Floyd's really good, making those adjustments. I think Medina's gonna come out swinging kind of like Aaron Pryor, the Hawk. Comes out right out of the gate swinging at you. That's what he did with Broner in that first round last time.
And that would be a huge mistake from Maidana.
Yeah, because Floyd might step back, take him apart, do a little pot shot. Now I think. I think Maidana has that style. He's a little bit awkward, not as awkward as a guy like Pacquiao maybe, but he does create some angles, and he has that really looping overhand right that might be able, if you can get Floyd coming in. Now it's hard to do, but that is Maidana's best chance of getting him on that overhand right.
Right, but Floyd is so quick in what he do. His fights, he baits you. When he drops the guard and stick his head out a little bit, that's when you might see Maidana come with that overhand, and he's gonna,
step back
and quick two-piece counter punch.
Yeah.
And I can see that happening the whole fight.
Yeah.
Honestly, the whole fight.
Yeah, he's a little bit slower. Now, Maidana, he has a real relentless, though. Has a great chin. He's been dropped a lot, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because he takes chances. In boxing, you take chances, that means you're going to take some punches.
So you see it playing out more so like the Devin Alexander fight, where Maidana was kind of getting picked apart for the most part.
Always going to pick him apart.
You know, I like Robert Garcia. I like his new training staff. I like the new, you know, his 4 straight wins. You know, looking to make it 5. And I think, you know, he already picked. Always wins as an underdog, Maidana. And he beat Broner. He beat Victor Ortiz. He comes in, he gets knocked down, he gets right back up. You know, he's gonna go the full distance. I think not gonna be a knockdown.
I see it going the distance. Just because Floyd doesn't fight for the knockout. He don't fight for it. He fights for the win.
Now I'm gonna be a little bit audacious, but I'm gonna predict. I think Mayweather's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a split decision. I think it's gonna be real close. I think he's gonna get dropped for the first time officially in his career. I think he might get dropped like once against Judah. His gloves might touch the canvas, but you know, not real knockdown. I think he might see a little bit of Broner. I think once. I think his knees are gonna get buckled.
I'm taking Floyd 9 rounds.
9 rounds?
9 rounds.
You think you don't? So you don't think it's gonna go the distance?
No, I'm saying he's gonna win on the card.
Oh, on 9 rounds. Okay, I got you. So
9
9-3. Okay, I can see that. I mean, you know, Alvarez, he picked them apart pretty good. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So that's what he does. That's what he likes to do. But I think Maidana has that power. You know, maybe he can do
Alvarez.
Yeah, but he's a little bit more flat-footed. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a great fight. Be sure to check that one out on May 3rd. That was our predictions from Jermaine and myself. And be sure to tune in for more of the best in the boxing world on next week's episode of ProBoxing-Fans.com's The Fight Corner. We'll see you then.